Aloha. Oh God. Oh, should I wave? Do I wave? Aloha, everyone. This is me. I'm the Green Lighting Mr. T. You can call me Jesse for short. I don't know. I don't. This is weird. I haven't done. I feel like I'm supposed to use my hands and do stuff because I have a webcam in front of me right now. But this is a tag response video that's in response to Steel Fairy's video, which was here's his bad news. Like 4.5 years, 4.5 years ago. Yes, this is very late. I've been talking about it for like years, and I'm only getting to it now. Gosh dang it! So the whole point of this tag video is to increase, help create a reason to know more information about, let's plays or errors or streamers or whatever. And that's what I hope to do with it. Although I'm probably not going to bother, re-tagging other people because this is like, this is a little bit late to be doing that. But I don't know if some of my friends watch this video and you want to make one of these, just feel free, go ahead. I'm not gonna put anyone on the spot. Anyways, I have a bunch of questions that I'm going to be answering about myself. The first one being, what made you want to start a gaming channel? So, I actually talk about this on my website. I always enjoy talking about my website, although I don't really know if people actually use it. I know people have looked at it. I don't know if people regularly use it, but it is explained on there in the About section. So what I'm going to do is kind of fill in some extra details because, it'd be lame to just say, oh, just go read it there and then just move on. So it all started back when I was an absolute nut and wanted to be a perfectionist. I'm sure everyone's had a phase where they've wanted to be perfect in everything they do. First off, I started out watching Let's Plays through Grievous Rocks. I'll try and it's on the website, so I have it written there. I can point you to his channel or something like that. And I was just is like I don't know what started me looking at stuff on YouTube. All I can think of is that I was doing some sort of school homework research thing or something like that, which required me to look around on YouTube for stuff. I don't know the details. YouTube was very new back then. And then I saw in the corner, in the recommendations, maybe footage for Metroid Prime, and I was really curious about, what the heck I've never heard of a Let's Play. What's a Let's Play? So that got me started on that, and then sooner or later I started finding people like Chugga Conroy. He was the second person I discovered, and he was, I think it was Sunshine. I think it was Sunshine was around the time where I discovered Chugga Conroy. And then I went on to discover Capri Sun, and then, it all started devolving from there. Gosh dang it, those guys. They're still so good today. So that's how I discovered Let's Play. So it was, probably at least 2 years late between then and when wanting to start. The exact details are again on my website. I don't remember how long, but it has the dates. I was watching Zelda Dungeon. He's does Zelda games, of course, all on his channel. And he was he was my model or something like that. Because he was entertaining and he showed off like everything in the game. I was watching my favorite Zelda game, which is Twilight Princess. It still is. Um, um, and he had done like a splendid job of playing through the game and showing everything that you can do in the game, and being perfect. And oh god, it sounds so stupid now to me, looking back at the reasoning. But so he's in the final castle, um, which of course, well, I don't know. Is it spoilers to say that it's Hyrule Castle? It's Hyrule. That's the main castle in the game, right? So he's in Hyrule Castle, like at the end of the game, not when you're in the beginning of the game, or I don't know, the middle of the game. It's sort of somewhere around there. You're a wolf. You're a wolf in the game. That's the whole point of the game. You're a wolf. And he there's two ways to progress through Hyrule Castle. You can either go left and make your way to the back of the castle, or you can go right and make your way to the back of the castle. I don't know, remember even which one it was. I think, if I'm guessing off the top of my head, I think it's left to go, and you get, well, don't both sides have dark rooms? I think both sides have dark rooms, except they have different puzzles. Anyways, he was showing off both, being the perfectionist. Yeah. And it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Okay, so both rooms are dark, of course. I think it's the left side. It's the room where you have to light 4 torches in a specific order. And God, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. He said that you have to, basically, in order to solve the room, you have to keep lighting the torches and, do process of elimination in order to figure out the order of which the torches need to be lit in. That's not true at all. You don't have to do that. It's on the wall. You have to shoot. You take an arrow, you shoot the portrait, and behind the portrait, there's the answer to the solution. Did 1, 2, 3, 4, or something like that. And, I was so upset. Ever heard of angry YouTube commenters who argue about every little detail? I don't think I actually, wrote anything in the comments to say, I was angry. How could you do this? How could you not know the thing that, doesn't really matter because, you could just do it through process of elimination? So I said, I could do Let's Playing better than this. I'm gonna start Let's Playing and have perfect playthroughs. And look where I've wound up today. I'm mellowed out a ton. I'm like, if it's not perfect, who cares? And I'm here to have fun and do challenge runs. God, if you look at my, at least my first 3 games, especially the Paper Mario one, because that was my first giant game, as opposed to the first 2, which were, what were they? They were Glover and Donkey Kong 64, and for the most part I did everything, but then I also took extra steps to go beyond what is normal. And showing off little small details of here, if you wait for a long while, they'll do a little funky animations, the Kongs, or where butterflies appear on Chunky's arms and he waves them. It's dumb. I don't need to show that. If you want to, if you want to figure out stuff like that, play the game yourself. That's my motto now. Just play the game yourself. Here, I'm here to. And encourage people to play the games I play, and also entertain, whatever. Okay, so that's the I think that's the first question answered. What made me start a gaming channel? Yep, that's that. Yeah. Okay, I need to clear my throat. So now, question number 2. There's 7 questions, by the way. Yeah, this is 7. See, you can even see it when my hands are turned the wrong way. What's your favorite Let's Player or streamer? Can't be yourself, lol. So the favorite Let's Player, unfortunately, is that never changed from the person it was. A certain AbominableSteve, who has unfortunately disappeared off the face of the internet. Hopefully he is. I don't lost contact like years ago. Hopefully he's happily married to his betrothed. I think Casey said it was. He was marrying Casey. That's all I know. After that, like he had already stopped, or removed his channel by that point. I guess is the way to put it. I sorely miss him and his quirkiness and his commentary, and he was the funniest guy ever. And to today, I still remember some of the things he did. Dang it, I don't know what happened to him, but he got me through some really rough times, and I am ever grateful to him. God, I would. Okay, all right, so I'm going to give you guys some other options since, he's not around. I actually watch a ton of Magic the Gathering. Back when Magic Duels came out was the time. Magic Duel is wonderful for bringing people who hadn't played Magic before to, tutorialize it and make people want to play it. And then, what is it, Wizards of the Coast or something like that? I think they're in charge. It basically said, screw Magic Duels, we're making Arena now. And while Arena's, Arena is successful, it has a horrible economy. And even when it was just Magic Duels, I barely had the time to put hours into it, and I definitely did not have the money to throw at it. So, I just watch people now make creative decks and stuff. I don't do any of it myself. And if you want to play Magic the Gathering, like as a streamer, you have to do it like full time. Basically, you can't do it half time, or you have to have the money to throw at the game. And currently, the economy for Arena is awful, and everyone hates it. But for that, I would recommend the Legend VD. I'm going to be naming people who are like who make consistent content, because like I have other people that may have been like favorites at the time, but they don't make consistent content, so I can't really recommend them because of that reason. So Legend VD, he's a really calm person who has witty remarks and makes some fantastic decks. Okay, to the Runaway guys, I mentioned Trojan Conroy, I mentioned Nintendo Capri Sun. They were like some of the early people I discovered, and then eventually when they brought Proton John, who is someone I didn't know about, into the mix and started making their multiplayer content, and like they're still doing it to this day. I love it. They're awesome. I highly recommend them if you need for cooperative content, because it's hard to do cooperative content consistently. I've watched many a channel start up between two other channels wanting to do stuff together, and so much of the time they crumble. I mean, there used to be We Reich to Pray. Not even at this point, even that, they went on for years, but even now they've disbanded at this point. You have to really, I think, for making channels where you're devoting to doing content with other people, you have to have the same priority or more priority to that channel than your own, because it's harder to do. So I like, most of the time I hear is like, I'm going to devote more time to my own channel to this channel. Those are the ones that always crumble away, basically, eventually. So, yeah. I don't know. I'd also say, like, Co-op Corner, but I also haven't seen them in a long time. Okay, and lastly, I'm going to say Steven Plays, because he's also very consistent about his videos, and he usually has a couple different series going, plus his wife, Mal, is also an awesome person, and he does Steven and Friends somewhat weekly basis. Yeah, consistent. He's good. There's plenty of stuff to watch. Okay, so I've gotten through question number 2. Oh boy, this is going to be a long tag video. I'm already at 16 minutes. Okay, again, clearing my throat. Okay, question number 3. What was the hardest Let's Play or video project for you? Am I allowed to say anything else other than Kaizo Mario 64 at this point? There have been other videos that have been required a lot of time to edit. Usually ones involving where I just throw music on them. The biggest one being for Bomberman Hero is something like that, in the 64 game, but not the one that's just 64, Bomberman Hero or something like that. It was the bonus collecting the treasure stuff. I remember that took like 9 hours to edit. It's the only thing that's rivaled earlier content for Kaizo Mario, but nothing will ever take the cake on the finale for Kaizo Mario 64 with... I don't have the stats pulled up in front of me, but like, it goes into the hundreds of hours, like, for rendering and editing. Let's take a big gamble in the hole and say all that combined together is at least like 300 plus hours to edit. Not to mention, like, Kaizo Mario 64 in general was a giant learning experience for how to edit videos. Like, deciding whether I should be using fast forwarding, whether I should be cutting. I think that's when I learned about being able to put videos on top of each other, so that I can have, like, in the corner, like, a fast-forwarded thing for you to watch while, the main game is playing, where I'm in the present. That, and of course, just the game is ridiculous. I was playing Kaizo Mario 64 blind, which I'm surprised by the amount of people lately who have asked me, what does playing the game blind mean? It doesn't mean a blindfold. That's a blindfolded playthrough, which, I might do at some point. It means you haven't played, it's your first time playing the game, you haven't seen someone else play the game. And without save states, which the game does recommend at the beginning. Remember to get your save states button ready, because you probably want to use it. And then, like, after finally beating the game, I looked around and, like, okay, this game was so entertaining. Like, I want to see how other people have done it blind without save states. And then I didn't find anything, and so I've laid claim to being the first person with at least video evidence to have done the game blind and without save states at the same time. You can definitely find people playing through the game blind. You can definitely find people playing through the game without save states, just not at the same time. Okay, so Kaizo Mario 64, it's a doozy. And of course, it's just the 1 star, which is like, I learned a lot later that it's like one of the Wet Dry World secrets, where it's like, it's basically unfinished or bugged. So, and it just never got fixed. And I'm like, I spent, well, I think it was like 16 hours on this because it was bugged or unfinished. Like, whatever, it had to be done. All right, so let's see. I think that is question number 3. Yeah, I can't point at anything else anymore because of Kaiser Mario 64 as being the hardest play. I mean, I can talk about, I don't know, Ares action and Lament of Zors, fighting Zors, the final boss, like as runner-ups, but like, yeah, I beat those. Third person in the world to beat Zors, something like that. Okay, so let's see. Question number 4. What is your dream video / the video you want to make the most? So, definitely started out, always big dream to play Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, just 4 Swords. I want to do adventures too, but heck, I want to do both of them. I want to do with 4 people. 4 people. Why? 4 people. Okay, there we go. 4 people. Each playing. We all record our screens, and we have a blast because multiplayer in that game is awesome, and it just sucks that it's so hard to get to set up. They do have the remake for the original 4 Swords on the DSi, which was, it was actually they've had it for free, which is awesome. So maybe that'll be easier to do. Who knows? Maybe, emulators are a thing now. So maybe even just being able to do it through emulation is possible. But I definitely, those are my dreams. Those are my primary dreams. Here's my little secondary dream. I want to do the Halo Lasso challenges. So that stands for Halo Legendary All Skulls On. And when they made the anniversary edition, which is basically just all the Halo games, they made a official list for what you have to turn on and stuff for all the different levels. I want, because there's one of the skulls is the Iron Skull, which means you have to restart your playthrough. You don't get checkpoints if you play by yourself, but if you play it with someone else, you get checkpoints, but if one of you dies, you have to restart a checkpoint instead of everyone having to die. I'd love to do that. That doesn't need to be 4 people. I just need, someone else who wants to do it with me. But yes, I need to find someone who's at least as crazy as me or crazier than me in order to do that. Because I am a crazy person. Look at my Kaiser Mario 64 person. I'm a crazy person. No one else has the patience to do what I do, or something like that. So those are my big dreams that I hope to do eventually. But also wonder how am I going to do them? And I have other stuff I want to do, but they're feasible. They're definitely feasible. Okay. So let's see. Number 5. Do you prefer Let's Plays or streaming? Alright, this should be at least somewhat of a quick one. Let's Playing. I'm a YouTuber. I do my streaming on Twitch, but I'm stuck on YouTube and I'm here to stay. I'm a person who loves to edit videos. I love editing videos. It'd be possible to hire me to edit other people's videos for other channels. Although I don't know how to do animation stuff. That I don't know how to do. But I love editing videos, and with streaming that doesn't happen as much. Even though so. It's 2 sides of a coin. With Let's Playing, you have to do the editing on top of the recording. But like it's easier to record because you can do it whenever you want. You can make cuts to like stop at any point. With streaming, it's harder to stream, but then it's you don't have to do the editing part. And because I love the editing part, I love doing Let's Plays more than streaming. So also it leads, to cleaner videos, I think. Although, streaming does have its benefits, especially for games that are like designed to require lots of long playtime, and doesn't work so well having to cut them all into tiny bits. So they both have their advantages, but definitely if I had to do one over the other, it'd be Let's Playing. Okay, number 6, we're almost there, guys. What Let's Play or video project did you abandon and why? Okay. So, the big one, the big one, Zelda 2, I was playing that so many years ago at this point. Before the Wii U, the Wii U caused trouble for everything because number 2, I like the number 2 apparently. The Wii U, I had tried doing emulation for Zelda 2, and I found that like was delay for the input, and like that's such a skill-based game, Zelda 2, that having lag for the controls was just unacceptable. So I got it for the Wii on Virtual Console, and then later on, I'll get back to the reason why I stopped. Later on, the Wii U, when it took my Wii data and imported it, it stole it off my Wii, and I couldn't record the Wii U, and like I had lost my ability to pick the game back up. So I have the ability to play Zelda 2 again, like even on my Wii U, or well, I can't do it on my 3DS because I don't have that capability yet, but I will be getting back. I will play it again. It's not a dead. It is a dead series in that it died, but it'll come back to life eventually. It shall revive. The reason I actually stopped playing because it is a game that I've played to death, and when I say it's a game I played to death, that means I played it so much trying to do like to challenge myself in playing it or something like that. Trying to achieve a specific goal and just doing it over and over and over and constantly failing at it, that you don't have fun playing the game anymore. And even like after many years, the ability to go back to like when you first played the game and had fun playing it, it's not the same anymore. It's a dead game to me. Not saying that I can't ever, I can't have fun playing it, but it's just not the same experience anymore. Basically, all I wanted to do is I wanted to play through the game without getting a game over. That's all I wanted to do. It took me forever to manage, and I eventually did it. But when it came back to the Let's Play, like, after I got a game over, like, everything, all of this, I couldn't keep... I did play it for, like, one more episode, but, like, I just had to stop. I couldn't keep playing it. It's sad. So, when I do eventually go back and play it, I'm still gonna have to, like, play through the game without getting a game over. Because I can't play any other way now. That possibility is gone. If I don't play through and without getting a game over, I can't finish the game. I have to start over. Another game for fun, another game that I've played to death was Halo Wars. There's an achievement in that game for the multiplayer for getting to like general rank, and like it's so time consuming that like it's not even a required achievement anymore for like, what do they call Vidmaster challenges or something? Triumphs? Trying some more Destiny thing. Like it, Waypoint, Halo Waypoint. That was it. Like Halo Waypoint didn't like even bother including that achievement because it's a ridiculous amount of time to be spending on it, and like even grinding with a friend to get your rank up, like it's too long, and I killed the game despite it being a game that I love and enjoyed to play. That's another game that I've killed. Okay. The other thing that I can also mention here is like for the Teamwork Tuesday group, we started working on a Terraria mod series. However, the person who was like the mod knowledge master was the one person who could not attend. And it took us like an hour and a half to get the like anything to start happening, and then nothing special happened that much during the stream. So if we start it back up, I will post that video or that stream. But for now, it's on the back burner, and I'll keep it around, and if that day ever comes. But I'm not gonna bother posting it. At this point, currently, okay. Final question. Question number 7. Do you see yourself continuing to make content when you're old? I only see myself doing Let's Playing, content creating for the rest of my life. Whether or not I get to do all the games that I've planned or desire to do across my lifetime, that's another story. Like, most of the games that I own, that I played before I started doing Let's Playing, are games that I want to do for the channel. And, and the list can always increase. There can always be more stuff that I want to do that gets added because, games come out as time progresses. So, that's the only question I actually have. Also, if I ever get married or start a family and stuff, how will that impact my ability to do content creation? Because like that's a whole nother question. Because like this is it. I've said in the past that like this is officially a hobby at this point. I don't think I'm going to be making like an actual job out of doing this. I do it for fun. So like I'm gonna have to get work besides this. This like I don't really make that much. I actually make some money now, a little tiny bit, through subscriptions on Twitch. I eventually I can possibly make emotes, but like I need actual like a proper income before I start considering anything. So hopefully within the next 3 years I'll be able to have emotes on Twitch and maybe something on I don't know. I'm not worried about it. It's not my priority. But stuff will happen. Okay. Alright, now it's a hobby. It's probably going to remain a hobby. Just the amount of people I've met through Let's Playing, making content, and just the knowing that people watch my videos and are entertained by them. That's more than enough for me to be happy. All right, I made it through all the questions. Again, this was a tag response video to Steel Fairy over 4.5 years ago. She has done her content is also kind of stopped. Although every now and again I've seen her do something over on Twitch for a little while, but that's not very often. Maybe once a year is what it's felt like. But I'll definitely make sure she knows that I finally made this video. Oh my god, I'm so sorry that it took me this long, because I can apparently I'm a really bad procrastinator. And it takes something like an upheaval, like, I don't know, the Pikmin Extinction Challenge, losing all my my footage and not having the existing save anymore to restart it, to stop myself and say, I should probably do this now. Like, gosh dang it, too long. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and, learned stuff about me that you found interesting. Again, I'm not going to tag new people because this is just so old. If you want to do it, go ahead, feel free, but I'm not going to ask anyone. If this is your first time seeing my face, yay. I don't know. I feel like it's hilarious. Like, this is the first video I made using my face, but like, I don't really care or not whether I show my face off. It's already on my website. I know there's people out there that are like no to webcamming, but like, I have a webcam now. I could like have my webcam involved, like, with videos, but like, I'm not interested really, unless it's like pertains to the actual content. Like, I don't know if I want to do like, eventually I'm gonna do like, I don't know, Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix, and like that I'll need a video cam so you guys can watch me fool around. Or another game, like a Wii game, where I'm gonna be having to get up and do stuff. There's that. Okay, I think it is time to end the video. And then it is time to start getting all this edited and up on YouTube. And I still have to edit Tarzan, for crying out loud. Ah, my god. Alright. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope to see you guys around. And aloha.